Wednesday. And I don't know why I did that, but welcome to the diaries anyway. Today is Wednesday. It's May 20th. And it's been an interesting couple of weeks, no doubt. Not just for me, but I mean for everybody. It's just been some strange times, unprecedented times. And I have a joke that goes with that, but since I don't do political humor, forget it. Anyway, and in the last episode, it was basically all about music. Well, in this episode, it's going to be partially about that, but there's some other things going on too. Basically, on the Adventureland porch, which, well, let me tell you, I think I told you this story. I'm pretty sure I told you this story. Matter of fact, I know I told you this story, but I'm going to tell you again. The other day, I had a big delivery. Big-ass box showed up, had a drum kit in it, and the guy from UPS couldn't get through at the door, so being the conscientious person he is and not wanting to leave a package out in front, he put it on my back porch. Right in the back porch. And needless to say, it raised a little havoc. So I have to go out and dehabicize everything. So that's one thing we're going to do. As far as the music is concerned, I've got the Pop Stopper showing up, hopefully by Friday. The new banner's up. You all saw that. It was one of the last things I put up. I am working on something for the keyboard to give it a little panache. Because, man, when your keyboard is panacheless, that can be an issue. So I'm going to panache-size the keyboard. Or it's going to wind up looking stupid. One of those two. And there's some other things going on. One is, I've been trying to finish up the games, the PC games, and I haven't been able to get to it. And it's weird that I haven't gotten to it because I've had lots of time. But here's the thing. Working on those games is kind of stressful and it's time-consuming, obviously. And it can get frustrating. When things don't work right, it gets frustrating. So when I go to work on the games, I have a tendency to find a million ways to talk me out of it. I know that once I sit down and start working on it, I'll start going through it because I love it. But when I'm not doing it, I don't love it. I want to do it, but I know it's going to be an exercise in frustration. So I have to kind of push that away and get back to the game. So hopefully that'll happen within the next week or two. What else? Well, not really too terribly much else we need to discuss at this point. See, music? But yeah. So, without any further ado, let's get going! So, I was at Hobby Lobby yesterday, and I was looking for some stuff for what I'm going to do. And I came across this. Well, not this, but what's inside of this. Which I think would be a perfect addition to the Adventureland porch. Check this out. Now, the one thing I like about this, and one thing that attracted my attention to it, was the fact that it's more of a caricature of a tiki than what might actually be a tiki. And if you've been to Adventureland, you know that the Polynesian aspect is exaggerated quite a bit. And this, I think, is a perfect addition to what I have out there. Matter of fact, if I could find some others that are similar to this, I might replace some of the older ones with these. So, I don't know why I did that, but... So this is going to go out there. This is going to be part of the Adventureland porch thing. But right now, I got to run down to Home Depot and get some threaded rod. I need one long piece or two short pieces of threaded rod and some brass paint or brass colored paint, spray paint, which I could probably get somewhere else cheaper, but I do need the threaded rod. So I'm going to go do, wait a minute. Maybe not threaded rod, he said, holding his tiki from Hobby Lobby. Instead of threaded rod, because that'll be heavy. That'll add weight to what I'm doing. I don't want to be too heavy. I could turn on the air conditioner through psychokinetics, and I bet you, you know what? Wood doweling would work just as well. Yeah, that would work just as well, because I could make my own end caps for it. It's cheaper, it's easier to cut, and you still don't know what I'm talking about because you don't know what I'm doing. But trust me, this is a good idea. Okay, we're going back to Tiki Land, Hobby Lobby, to get some wood doweling instead of threaded rod, because I really didn't want to go all the way down to Home Depot anyway. And I can get the paint there too. So perfect, 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 perfect. Oh. We're gonna hop in the old car of adventure. I originally called it vehicle of adventure, but that's a little too presumptuous, I think. So we'll go with car of instead. And see if the mail's come yet. Oh, mail's here. I'm gonna go check my mail first, but I'll leave you in the car of adventure. Welcome to the car of adventure, and the crickets. That always seems to start these things off. Got something in the mail that I've been waiting for. Came in a package. Ready? Here's the package. Isn't that cute? That is the cutest little package you will ever see. It is very thin and very small. Obviously, I did not order like clothing. But let's see. Very exciting. Very exciting. There it is. Alright, you can't see what it is. Well, maybe you can a little bit. But it's a window sticker that says, my other car is a Doom Buggy, which is from the Haunted Mansion. Now, the car of adventure, originally known as it was my daughter's car. My daughter has stickers all over the back of the car. Well, not all over. There's 3 of them. 2 on the window and 1 on the panel. And it's all Star Wars. Now, I love Star Wars as much as the next lunatic, but my daughter is a bit more obsessed with Star Wars than I am. I love Star Wars. I was there for the first filming, first showing in the theater. So, Star Wars is not, it's in her blood, it's in my heritage, you know? In any case, when I got the car, I thought, I really don't want all the Star Wars stuff. I don't mind 1, maybe, in there, but I don't want everything on this car Star Wars, even the rear view mirror thing. You know how it says things in the rearview mirror, or objects in the rearview mirror are closer than they appear? This one says objects in mirror are on the dark side, and it's got Darth Vader's head. So yeah, that's going to go too. Yeah, maybe. In any case, so I want the car to reflect a little bit more of my interests. And hopefully you won't fall over. They didn't, how about that? And my interests are more along the lines of Disneyland and music. Not necessarily in that order. So, I want to kind of portray that. So, anyway, we're on our way to Hobby Lobby, the Hoblob. And I thought I took that tip knocks the car did. I thought it would take you with me on the ride. Well, I got what I needed, and somehow I wound up spending a lot more money than I thought I was.
Person's life grown.
Yes, a person's life grown. I don't know what that means, but. And that was with everything being like between 30, 40, and 50% off, and I still wound up spending more than I thought. I spent about $36. I meant to spend about 15. But it's Hobby Lobby, and I do that to myself. Anyway, I got what I need, including the stuff to take the stickers off the car. Hopefully I don't damage the car in the process. So let's head back to the old homestead and put some music on, or I've got another idea. The crickets! Ha-ha! And I don't mean Buddy Holly either. Okay, we're back at the old homestead. This shirt needs repair. Yes, it does. Anyway, oh, holy smokage! Whew! I washed my hair, and you wouldn't know it. Okay, so it's a little warm outside today. This is Arizona. This is not a really hot day, but by next Wednesday, we're supposed to get up into like 108 degrees. So anyway, let's take a look at the booty. This is not part of it. Okay, so first of all, another tiki. This is a different one from the one that I got. Where did I put the one? There it is. I'm out of the picture. I'm back in the picture. So, the best part, the only reason I buy these tikis is because the paper they're wrapped in, I roll them in a little ball, then I shoot a basket. And I miss on a regular basis. Okay, so, for the project I was telling you about, we have some letters, which are going to go on the, it's over there. There's a plaque that goes across the front. It's going to be black. The letters are going to be copper or brass. And they're going to say Waffle Brothers on it. And I got, these things are stinking expensive. But they're little plaques that are going to go on there also. Kind of a manufacturer's insignia. The paint, this is foil metallic copper. The spot for brass was empty, so I went with copper, which is close enough for rock and roll. I really needed a larger can, but after looking at the price, I'm kind of glad I got the small one. Hopefully it'll be enough. And we got my MP3 player with all the crickets. And we got the obligatory glue gun, so I can take stickers off the car. Hopefully. I know it won't cause a problem on the glass, but I'm not so sure about the metal, so we're going to try it out and see how that works. So I got the stuff that I need, and let's go from there. Today's junk mail is, well, yeah, you could say it's sad, but it's actually more like, why am I getting this? And I'll tell you why. What I got in the junk mail today was another Fingerhut catalog. Now, why would I get another Fingerhut catalog when I just recently got one? Fingerhut really wants me to spend money. They told me you have a temporary credit increase again. I think I told you about that. This says stress-free credit when you need it most. Stress-free, my clavicle. You guys are always trying to get us to spend money. And you know what? Doesn't matter how high you put that credit limit, we still got to pay it back. And so I am not using it. But the thing is this one. The last one I got, I showed you, special announcement. No payments for 4 months, right? Remember that? No payments for 4 months? This one says, pay nothing till October. This is May, right? So you got June, July, August, September. 4 months! Who would have thought? Boy, that's a deal that just keeps on giving, doesn't it? You know, like I said before, I use Fingerhut very rarely, on occasions, kind of like an emergency supply company. But man, if they got their way, I would be spending money buying stuff I don't need over and over and over and over again until I was paying like $675 a month. And that's not going to happen. So junk mail today was like repetition. Not that my junk mail has not been repetitious, because it's been getting loan. I haven't gotten a loan offer in about three or 4 weeks. I'm wondering if maybe they've either given up or they're waiting for another moment to pounce. I don't know. Anyway, so not super exciting, but that's our junk mail for today. Alright, most of me is back on Adventureland Fortune. What we're going to do now is a little work on the keyboard modifications. And I'm going to show it to you right down here on the workbench. As soon as I move the camera right down here. Okay, this is for the go across the pipes. And I've got to do the back. It's going to be black. And these are each going to be metallic copper, because I couldn't find any brass. And then this will be put on last. So there you go. Alright, these are the centers of lino dusters for oil machines, for rolling stones. I have 4 of them. I need the pipes between half the height of this down to about so. Now on one end there is a slot. You can see it there. And that's where it locks into the take-up spool on the oil machine. So that's going to have to be on the bottom of every pipe. Now, this is going to be a long drawn-out process. So I'm not going to film it. I'm not going to film it entirely, but I'll show you. This is what it looks like before. And you'll see what it looks like after when I am done. And one of them almost fell out. Alright, well. Doesn't look too bad. It'll serve the purpose. It's just for fun anyway. More or less. Well, looks pretty good. Now it's not put together yet, but that's what it'll look like. Now I was going to put the, tuning slots on the pipe, but yeah, it's just for fun, just for looks. I like it. Now what I got to do is put a doweling through here, and maybe one through here. Awesome. Alright, just had a delivery. Haha. I know what this is. Haha. I hope it's not broken. Haha. And yes, it's for the band. More specifically, it's for the vocals. And here it is. A bag of candy. Yes, a bag of candy that I got in that big box just for the no. It's a little thank you thing. Let's see what's in here. Smarties. I love Smarties. Bit of honey. Ooh, not bad. I don't know if the product I bought's any good, but candy selection's good. Let's see. Here it is. A pop stopper. This is going to help our singer because, as with any vocalist, when you hit the on P's and things like that, it just comes flying through, and it can, add percussion to the song. This is a pop stopper. It basically keeps you from being able to pop your P's through the into the microphone. And since we are doing music on our vocals on Sunday, this showed up on Friday just in time. Perfect. It's Monday the 25th. It is Memorial Day weekend. This is a weekend where normally I would be enjoying the sights and sounds of Disneyland. But no! We have a stupid virus that screwed everything up. But there is another issue. The car of adventure, my car, it is filthy. It needs to be cleaned. So we're going to go wash car. And I have a couple of little errands I have to run. I don't know if I want to bother you with that, but we are going to go take care of the car of adventure because it's less adventurous when it looks like schmutz. So we're going to unschmutzify it. Also, I got to get used to the fact that I'm working again, so tomorrow I have to go into work. I'm so used to not working the last almost 2.5 months. I've been stuck not working that I feel like I've gotten out of that groove. Every day seems to be the same, and now I'm going back to work, which I am thrilled about. But it's kind of weird because I don't have all this extra time that I had, and that's a good thing. In any case, let's go wash the car.
You play tennis? Nobody plays
Jeez. I don't know what that was, but it was loud. You know what we need? We need crickets. There we go.
I mean, compared to the rest of the car, it looks pretty good, don't it?
Yeah.
If you would have been going down the road, it'd been pretty bad.
Really?
Yeah.
So
That's reverse osmosis water, and we make it. And basically, we just run it through 2 more filters, store it in a tank, and then when you pop it out here, the water's pure. There's not all the minerals are taken out of it.
Well,
So the ring that you see here now, there might be a little bit of the old rinse water.
Yeah.
Okay, but the majority of it, like if you would have put more on, it'd be really totally nothing. But the majority, we see how nice it really came out. And some of this also is the dust of the air that sticks to the water. Because when the water evaporates, it leaves the sediment. So there's no sediment in that water. We try to take as much of it out as we can.
So it goes into a separate tank, you said?
Yep, we test it every day.
That is...
I could show you. We do, out of the tank, it might be about 10, 14, maybe 20. But just do the rinse water, it'd be close to 200.
Wow. Can I see the tank?
Sure. Okay. Start off with this right here, which is our tester. It measures, see it's 0. Turn light on.
Yeah.
0. We'll turn it on, see? It's like 0, 0, right?
Right.
This here's the rinse tank where you rinse your soap off.
Well, it's by Xbox too.
This here's the reverse osmosis tank. So when this goes on, and I'll show you here in a minute. But I'm going to turn it on. So right now what it's doing is it's pumping water out of coming into the building, and it's running through this membrane, this membrane, and there's another one in the bottom. And it's making water. See? That's the water that's coming out. It's totally filtered.
Okay. Cool.
So, fill this up. This is fresh water. So there's no chemicals in it either.
So this could almost be drinking water.
It is drinking water.
It is drinking water.
Matter of fact, I've tested some drinking water and it's higher than this is.
Huh.
So here we go. Put this back.
Yep.
See what it says? You could read it.
03.
0.3, right?
0.3.
0.3, right?
Yeah.
There's what? 7.6?
Yeah.
7.4. So it's fluctuating around that number, right? This is the rinse water that you guys we rinse with and soap.
Right.
See, it says point or 0.2
0.2, yeah.
because there's still a little bit on the thing.
Right.
So now we put it in here. What's it say?
10.5.
No point. It's 105.
105.
See the difference?
Well, I couldn't see the point because I don't have my right glasses on.
Okay, well, it's 104.
105.
That was 10.5 or 7.6.
7.6. Yeah.
Now we tap water. And if you do this at your house, I guarantee it's even higher because we still have filters. So this water is even filtered,
Okay.
but not all the way. See, it's 3 points. Can you see the point?
3.1. Yeah.
See the point out? It's 3.0
Right.
because there's still some on there. Now we're gonna stick it in the water. Look what it
Whoa! Look at that.
is. 280.
961. That's a 9 at the beginning.
Yeah. It's crazy. That's how many parts per million or particles.
That's water that could eat through metal right there.
Again.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah. So that's the tap water.
So the water that we're using to wash our cars
Spot-free.
is spot free.
Well, if you use
If you use
spot
spot free, right.
But even the water that you're using, to rinse is taken down a lot.
Yeah.
You see?
Well, that was very
I'm
interesting.
going to disconnect this. So that was making water. The way I set it up here is that water, because we use out of 5 gallons, you only end up with about maybe 3. So you waste water. So
Right.
instead of wasting it, I put it back into the rinse tank.
So when it goes down into the drain down there, it comes back here?
No, it doesn't go to
Oh, that goes...
It goes directly to here.
Oh.
Goes through the filters,
Right.
and it shoots out water.
Right.
So it separates the good water from the bad.
I got you.
And now bad water goes out, which would go in the sewer, but we don't do that. We recycle it into here. You follow what I'm saying?
Right. Well, that's
And
what I
it's
meant.
still lower.
If it goes down the drain there, it's actually coming back here.
No, there's no drain. After it leaves here, then it goes to the drain.
Oh, okay.
You see what I mean? We
I
don't
knew
try.
that.
We try to save as much as we can.
I got you. I
Because
got
we
you.
don't want to waste it. You know, we're in the desert here.
Yeah, not in Arizona.
But that's it in a nutshell. So
That
that
is very
tank over there is a
interesting.
140-gallon tank. When you pump it on your car, you're taking off this water off the
Okay.
car that you use to rinse. Are you with me?
I got it.
Okay, so if you don't use the spot free, you're just going to go drive down the road with this, which is low, but not like your tap water.
Got it.
So,
Well, thank you very much for all this information. I appreciate it.
and then, you know, the first stuff over there, that's those other tanks, that gives us the soft water. And soft water, all it really does for you is gives you a soapier soap.
Yeah, that I did know.
Yeah, that's all it does. It doesn't really do anything. It doesn't take nothing out of the water.
Cool.
Those other filters do.
Well, that's great. And what was your name?
Remo.
Remo?
Yeah.
I'm Edward.
All right, Edward.
Nice to meet you, and thank you so much for that information.
No problem. Every day you learn something, right?
Well, today I did anyway.
Hey, I tell everybody because this way, if you're going to use the car wash, at least you know how to use the equipment.
Now, does
Wash.
anybody else do this, or is this like just for here?
Well, they're supposed to. Some guys don't stay on top of it.
Oh, okay, I got you.
They sell the gimmick, but it's, you know, I really use salt. I stay on it and say, hey, because, you know, I can't give you service, but at least we give you good water.
That's true.
So.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay.
Get the crud out. Maybe I should get my drinking water here. bumper and we're done. Well, that's going to be it for this episode. We are so done with it. It was a long one. Sorry about that, but you know, they get that way. But before I go, I want to introduce you to Waffles. Waffles is my bird, my new pet. He's a green parakeet, and he's a little flighty. So here he is. You can see him. Look. Thank you. Hey. He's very uncooperative. He's like one of my cast members. Trying to get him down so you can see him. Well, you'd see him. He's fine. And he's here to keep me, so when I'm talking to myself, I can pretend I'm talking to the bird, and then I don't appear quite so much as a lunatic. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Our next episode is going to deal a little bit more with the band and some of the stuff that I was supposed to get and didn't get, and hopefully I'm going to get before too long. Some additions to the keyboards, finishing up the sound room, just all kinds of stuff. And that'll be happening on the next episode. In the meantime, you guys have yourselves a great week. End of line.